Hello students, welcome to math series of class 8th. This is the fifth video of the series. So before watching this video, you should watch those all previous 4 videos so that you could get this one easily, right? So this is the new property of a rational number, which is known as a distributive property of a rational number. You can see on the screen as well. So how do we solve a distributive property, and how do we do distributive property, and how do we use this property solving rational numbers, right? So you can see on the screen as well. So if there are three rational numbers that are a, b and c, and you can see on the screen as well that if it is written in this manner like this, a bracket a times b plus c. So how do we get ab plus ac? And if it is written a times b minus c, then we get ab minus ac. So how do we get this? So you can solve this one by using this concept, that is say hi multiply. So how do you use this concept? So if we can consider this bracket as house, all right, and if something is inside the house, we say we meet to them and say hi, and then just multiply to them. So a is outside the house and b and c is inside the house, right? So what will a do? A will meet to b, right, and will say hi and then multiply. So a will multiply to b, a becomes ab, then then a then a meets to c, and will become and multiply as well, and will become ac, right? And then we put this sign in between those two terms, which is this one. And in case of minus, we do the same thing, that is a is outside the house, and we multiply that, we say hi to the terms which is inside the house, that is b and c, and then we multiply to them. So a is multiplied by b, which becomes ab over here, and then a says hi to c, and then multiply, and which becomes ac, and then we put this sign in between those two terms, right? This one, this sign. So ab and ac. And what is the interesting thing about this property is that this property can be used in reversible pattern. Now what does it mean? Reversible pattern means that these two things, left hand side and right hand side, both can be used, in the either pattern, right? So for understanding these two patterns, then that how we use this property in reversible pattern, let's take a few examples so that we could get this property in a well manner, right? So this is the first example, example number 1. You can see this is the question: minus 3 upon 4 times 2 upon 3 plus minus 5 upon 6. Then how do we solve this question using distributive property? You can see over here we will use the first formula over here, or first one of the first thing of distributive property. So you can see minus 3 upon 4 is outside the house, and it will multiply to 2 upon 3, which is inside the house, and then minus 3 upon 4 is outside the house, and it will multiply to minus 5 upon 6 over here, and then we put this plus sign in between these two, and then we simply multiply these two brackets, and you can solve this one by using basic arithmetic things, arithmetic, about those all concepts using denominator and using the addition of fractions basically. So you have to tell me what should be the answer of this equation in the comment box, right? So this is the first way of using this distributive property, which was this one. All right, now we can use this property in the reverse pattern as well. Now what does it mean? Reverse pattern means that if you see a question in this form like AB plus AC, so you can you can clearly see in this equation that A is common in these two terms, so we take A as common like this, and then we put bracket which we can call as house as well, and then we put those non-common terms which is B and C, and then we put the plus sign between these two terms. So it can be used in the both pattern. So now considering this form of this property, we take another example, right? So example number 2, let's see what is this. So this is the question, you can see on the screen as well. So now how do we solve, how do we use this second pattern of this property solving this question? So you can see that 2 upon 5 times minus 3 upon 7 and minus 1 upon 6 into 3 by 2 plus 1 upon 14 into 2 by 5. So we can see that there is 2 upon 5 is common in these two terms, right? So what we do, using one of the properties of rational number, that is commutative property, which we have already studied in one of the previous videos, we use that property and we put this term next to first term, which is this one. So 2 upon 5 into minus 3 upon 7, then we put this term over here instead of over here. So that is 1 upon 14 and 2 upon 5. Now you can see this, that 2 upon 5 is common in these two terms, so we take 2 upon 5 is common, which is kept outside the house, and remaining two terms which are not common are kept inside the house, that are minus 3 upon 7 and 1 upon 14. You can see on the screen as well, and then we write the remaining things. Now you can solve using basic mathematics, which we have studied in previous classes. So we take 14 as LCM of 7 and 14, then we solve using basic arithmetic operations. Then we solve this, then we get this step, and then we get this one. Now you have to tell me the answer of this equation in your comment box. All right, thanks for watching.